What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a blessed weekend watching this before it gets started on TNA's Under Siege. Just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to followers of Rumple. Thank you so very much. But without further ado, let's get into it. So we start off this on the countdown show. We have Mr. Sheriff Stone, aka Robbie E. And let me tell you, he's trying to get over this new heel persona of his, but he will always be Robbie E.
And the second thing is, and you guys know this about my past.
Don't do this again. No, Robbie, don't.
You know I'm scared of clowns, bro!
Like, come on, man. I've been watching you for years in TNA. You will always be Robbie E. But he comes out here acting like Vince Russo back in 03. Bro, listen, Canada, bro. Nobody cares about Canada, bro. No one cares about Santino Marella, bro. I'm joking. He comes out, he says, it's official. The new TNA management, the new law around here is Sheriff Stone. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Starting with the Knockouts champion, Russia Slemovic, right? We need to get the belt off her, and it starts tonight with Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia Fox. I don't know why they can't call her Alicia Fox. But Victoria Crawford whoops her ass and becomes the new Knockouts champion, a champion that we all can believe in. And then we see Santino Marella. He comes out. He says, "You know, you are a punk. You talk too damn much, and you just don't get it, do you? It's not about the suits in the back. What I care about are all these fans around here. They're me, I am them. They are my family. And that's something you will never, ever understand." Robbie Eden says, "Listen, Santino, your time running things around here is over." And it starts when the baddest chick here, Tessa Blanchard, gets her hands on your precious little daughter, Ariana Grace. And don't worry, alright, after she runs through Ariana Grace with the utmost of ease, I have a nice, super warm, super comfy hospital bed with all of the finest meatloaf waiting for her. Santino then says, "You listen to me, you son of a bitch. If you or Tessa put your hands on my Ariana Grace, you're not gonna see Santino Marella, the director of Authority. You're gonna see Santino Marella, the father of Ariana Grace." He meant that shit too. Hey, don't fuck with Santino. I seen him at Bloodsport Japan. He knows how to shoot, brother. I'm just saying, like, who would you take in a real fight? Robbie E or Santino Marella? I got my money on Santino. But we move on to the only match here, pre-show. You got almost forgot a little promo segment with Chin. The Chin says, "Know your damn role. Know your role." Tessa Blanchard, Alicia Fox, Robbie E. Tessa says that, "Ariana, I'm going to absolutely destroy you tonight. There's not a damn thing you or your little daddy Santino can do about it." Alicia says, "Tessa, once I whoop Masha's ass and become the new Knockouts champion, you got the first shot." Robbie E says, like, "Nah, that's just great. Put it there." So they do like fist bump like they're the Shield, but Alicia Fox apparently doesn't know how to fist bump, so she's retarded. So instead, she just puts her hand on top of Tessa's and Robbie's, and Robbie was like, "Okay, you're good. You got it. All right, let's just go out there and make history." So now we get the main card. And we start off, we got the match between my nigga Mike Santana versus money, money, money. Because if you ain't first class, you're last. AJ, not Styles, aka AJ Francis. He comes out, he's on a crutch. He says that I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And, you know, NFL athletes like myself, you know, we sometimes suffer from turf toe. I think that's what he said there, which is a legit injury. Right? So, in my stead, it's going to be the blessed one, KC Navarro. And KC was like, the fuck? He said, pardon me? Pardon me? Right. So we get the impromptu match. This match doesn't count because I was counting on AJ wrestling here. I had AJ winning like off of interference with KC somehow, just to give Santana something to do, because not ready to do Santana versus I Believe in Joe Hendry. Dun, dun. You know what I mean? Get the match, Santana versus KC Navarro, two of my favorites here. Great match. Not gonna lie, this might be my match of the night, to be honest. I'm like, KC is so fucking underrated. And I seen on Reddit, they were talking about, when is my boy KC Navarro gonna be world champion? And I hate to break it to you,
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
if they didn't put the title on Speedball Mike Bailey, chances are you're not going to put the title on KC Navarro, who's been booked like an absolute jobber for the majority of his career. And I like KC Navarro. He is one of my favorites in wrestling. But facts are facts, right? You take a look at his win-loss ratio, I promise you, it ain't looking good.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
So we fast forward to the finish. Santana hits kind of like the alley-oop facebuster into the powerbomb position, picks his ass up, sets up the spin to block, clothesline, takes his head off. 1, 2, 3, Santana goes over. Just when Santana was going to say big ups to KC, we see AJ Francis gets involved, starts whooping Santana's ass. You see the look on KC's face, he was apprehensive. He said, pardon me? Pardon me? Hold up. Wait a minute now. That was my moment. Damn. So I'm all for a KC babyface turn. They're teasing that. I like KC Navarro, period. But regardless if he's a heel or a babyface. I mean, I'm all for KC getting pushed. 110%. This dude gets it. He's fucking entertaining. Push the man. We move on to the next match. You got Ed and Eddie Edwards versus the actual true babyface Cody and Cody Deaner. Before Cody goes out there, you see Eric Young. He says, "You and I go way back. You no longer have the sickness." Right? Good luck out there. Cody was like, "I appreciate it." So we get the match. Got Eddie Edwards versus Cody Deaner. I had Eddie Ed winning this match, and that's exactly what happened. Right, fast forward to the finish with the Boston Knee Party, the Shining Wizard. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Edwards goes over. And then we see Trust the System. They all come out and they absolutely roast. They obliterate Cody Deaner on the mic. But real quick, I just want to mention how commentary was talking about how Cody Deaner has been wrestling for over 20 years in the game. You know, spent a majority of his time here in TNA and other promotions. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know Cody was wrestling that long. You know what I mean? He's been around for a minute, but I didn't know it was for that long. I already had my money on Eddie, but hearing that, I'm like, yeah, it's GG's for Deaner. But the System comes out, basically all he said was like, "You are a loser, Cody. You suck. Nobody cares about you. The System doesn't care about you. Canada doesn't care about you. TNA doesn't care about you. Your family doesn't care about you. This planet doesn't care about you. You suck. You are a loser. You're an embarrassment. You couldn't win a single match. And now you're jobless. And how can you call yourself a man when you can't even take care of your own family? How pathetic. And then we see the Northern Armory coming out to the save. Apparently they have a new theme song, so I've never heard this shit before. And I like how, because they're in Canada, they're baby faces. I'm like, aren't you guys heels? Like, last time I checked, and then look at the face of Jimmy Hopkins over here, man. Looking like a killer. That man is unhinged. And I'm looking at Eric Young, and I'm like, man, he's getting old. he's getting up there. Been watching this dude, since like pretty much 05 for a good 20 years. Been watching Eric Young doing this. That means I'm getting old as well. So, but he says, how long are y'all gonna keep this up, huh? Like, you actually thought we weren't gonna come out here? And I got news for you. All three of us were born here in Canada. This is our stomping grounds, and we don't appreciate obnoxious, racist, egotistical, annoying, stupid Americans like you coming here. So I'll tell you what, you got a little honey badger right there in the middle of the ring. Well, we have a honey badger of our own. Hammer, you're going to team up and we're going to take on the system right here, right now. So we get an impromptu match. We got the system versus the Northern Armory. Fast forward to the finish. This is after we see some elected officials there in Brampton who got booed. Keep that in mind. They're supposed to serve the goodwill from Brampton, Canada, and they got fucking booed. So apparently they're doing a piss poor job. Right, but they get involved. We see Eric Young hits that pile driver on Moose. 1, 2, 3. The Northern Armory goes over. My only question is, since Moose took the pinfall again, does that mean that Eric Young's gonna go after him? I don't know. We shall see. Alright, but we move on. But actually, before we move on to the next match, we see two of the new signings here in TNA. You got Myla Grace, you got Harley Hudson, and I'm unfamiliar with Harley, besides the fact that she looks like Pink, the singer. But Myla, I know her. Like, I've seen her work in Marigold. She's good. I promise you that she can wrestle. Right? And low key, she looks like she belongs in Cheeks by Elegance. I'm just saying. We see the personal concierge coming out. He says that Ash and Heather by Elegance are going to do the Spitfire what the Florida Panthers did to your Maple Leafs. Busts out the flag, rips it apart. The shit that gets me every time is when he does a little hop. Like, he does that little hop and then stomps on the flag. Yeah, that shit gets me every time. I'm sorry, that shit's hilarious. Alright? Like, he announces that you got the Knockouts Tag Team Champions of the World, the sexy Ash, the basic Heather, Ash and Heather by Elegance. So they come out, right? They're coming up against Spitfire. Spitfire loses. That's it. You're done. You're washed. It's over. Meaning they had to break up. So I had Ash and Heather by Elegance retaining, and that's exactly what happened. But we got to fast forward towards not the finish, but the middle of the match, or towards the end of the match. Because there's a spot here. You know, they put her on the table, and Heather does like a body splash and break the table, and then we see Ash. It's the rarefied air to Jody. 1, 2, 3, and still the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Ash and Heather by Elegance. And I like how Aiden English on commentary, he was like, Spitfire? More like split fire. Get it? I see what you did there. That's fucked up. I see what you did there. Right? But it's not really fucked up because it's about that time, man. I'm ready to see Dating Luna get a singles push. I've been calling for it for a minute. Right? I want to see her become the TNA Knockouts World Champion. It needs to fucking happen. Right? Jody, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna put the belt on her, but you know, she's pretty good herself. But Danny's my favorite knockout here, right? So best believe I want them to put that belt on her, 110%. We didn't get a promo from Zaya Brookside backstage, and let you guys hear it for yourselves.
She wanted me to break. She wanted me to break. She wanted me to break. She said I wasn't dog enough. She said I wasn't tough enough for her world, but I did it. I did it. I did it. I broke! Okay, I took this and I snapped and I hit her with it and I hit her again and again and again and again and again. Rosemary, you wanted this. You wanted me to break. And whatever happens next, that's on you, bitch!
Then get ready for the next match. It's an 8-man tag team match. You got an Ali we trust, the greatest president of all time. Even in Canada, you got people saluting this man. You got Oda 4 going up against the Rascals, Indie Wrestling, aka Indie Hartwell, and a surprise guest because I don't know, I heard this. I don't know if this is true or not, but Ace Austin is done with TNA. Is that true? Let me know. That's crazy if so. So I wanted to see a program with him and Chris Bay. Like, if that's true, then that's not going to happen. That's crazy. I'm not going to hold you like that. That's wild. You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, if that's true, I mean, I guess we'll find out more. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but y'all let me know. Confirm it. Confirm or deny in the comment section if Ace Austin left the company or not. But instead, we have this bald jobber, this schmuck that we all forgot about, the former campaign manager for Mustafa Ali, and that is Campaign Singh. He comes out, he says, "Hold up, Brampton, let me cook." You ain't cooking nothing. Right? Brampton was like, "What? What?" They're like, "Who is this dude? We don't care." And I don't blame them. Alright, so we move on, get the match itself, and I gotta point this spot out, hence the thumbnail. Like, because I see this shit, and I don't care what company does it. These Tower of Doom spots, all these goofy, nonsensical spots, I fucking hate it. When people talk about how goofy and fake wrestling is, this is what they're talking about right here. Like, this spot makes no fucking sense at all. So they did the spot just so Indy could do a cutter to Tasha on top of everyone. It's like, really? What? That's it? That's why y'all did it? Oh, okay. Moving on to the finish. Alright, we see Indy. She got her hands on Tasha, which is a no-no for Mustafa. So Mustafa does a baseball slide, knocking down Indy. The crowd booed the shit out of him. Right. Mustafa don't play them games. Right. We see the Great Hands hit their tag team finisher on Singh, and then we see Ali hits the 450 to get the 1, 2, 3. So Oda 4 goes over. Afterwards, we see Ali. He's choking the shit out of Singh for bringing his jobber ass back here. Right. And we see Tasha trying to calm him down. We see Mustafa pushes her down, shoves her. Just like the savage, the great leader that he is, he looks at her with no regrets, no remorse, keeps it moving, doesn't even offer to pick her up. And then we see Jason Hotch, she's like, "Really, bro?" I'm like, "Really?" And then he picks up Tasha. Tasha's pissed off. So they're teasing dissension within the Order 4. Ready? I don't know, because John Schuyler seems to be on board, but Jason, Tasha have second thoughts. We shall see how shit plays out. I know, I'm interested. But we move on backstage with Ariana Grace and Santi Morella. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even pay attention to what was being said because Ariana looked fantastic, looking like a genie in a bottle, and you gotta rub her the right way. Let me stop. Alright, but we get another promo package from the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA International Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin. He says, you see the scar? This reminder of the war, all the bloodshed that took place in that match. But I won. I won the war, Eric. And as far as my next opponent, Mr. Complete, always ready, Matt Cardona, gonna come out here and make these excuses saying that, oh, I'm crying about my boo-hoo. No. See, I'm not medically cleared right now, but best believe this Thursday, I'm gonna whoop your ass, right? Because it's tag 'em, bag 'em, and mayhem for all. So then we get the next match, right? We got the Chin. The Chin says, know your damn bro. Know your role. Tessa Blanchard versus Ariana Grace. And I believe commentary mentioned that Ariana hasn't wrestled since July of last year. Damn. I'm like, oof. I'm like, she's losing. That's for damn sure. My damn. That just goes to show that they ain't doing shit with her in NXT. Damn. Like, you see it more in TNA than you do in NXT. That's crazy. Yeah, but then we see Robbie E. Sheriff Stone coming out. He's like, whoa, Santana, what do you think this is? Right? No, this is a singles match. You have no right to be out there. So you are banned from ringside. Get him out of here. Get your ass from ringside. So we get the match, right? And just as predicted, Ariana got her ass whooped. Tessa hits the buzzsaw, hammerlock DDT, hits the Magnum code breaker off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Tessa Blanchard goes over. Afterwards, we see Cynthia Morella. He comes out there to comfort her daughter who just got her ass whooped by Tessa. We then see Robbie E. Sheriff Stone coming out. He says, what did I tell you, Santino? I told you you were banned from ringside. You know what? You can take you and your loser daughter out of here. Out the building. You can vacate the premises right now. Santino was pissed off. He says, what, you can't hear me? I said, get out of the ringside area. Security, get him out of here. Get him out. So Top Flight Security packs up Cynthia Morella from the ring. Robbie E then says, we're going to keep the show going because next up, we're going to see a new Knockouts champion here at TNA. That's going to be Victoria Crawford. So we get the next match. Alicia Fox versus the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Knockouts champion, Włóczyn Stanovic. Right? Good match. I enjoyed it. Right? And Alicia could still work. Right? Don't forget, she was a former WWE Divas champion. She looked good out there. But was she gonna win? No. Like, absolutely not. Not her second match here. Not gonna happen. Fast forward to the finish. Masha hits the Requiem pile driver to Alicia. 1, 2, 3. And still TNA Knockouts champion, Mother Russia. Włóczyn. Afterwards, she grabs the mic. She says, I'm ready for some real competition. I want somebody tough, somebody rough, somebody that can bring it to me. There's a certain someone I've kept my eyes on. Now it's time. It's time. Langley Lee, you are next up. It will be an honor to defend this belt against you. So Langley Lee comes out and I said, yes.
Yeah, boy.
About fucking time. Finally, the gorgeous Langley Lee enters the world title picture. About motherfucking time. Alright, but they get interrupted by Robert Stone, aka Robbie E, aka Sheriff Stone Bro. He says, whoa, it's not how we do things here. Layling Lee, you want a shot against Masha? Well, guess what? You had to earn it. So on Thursday, you're going to have a match to see if you're worthy or not of challenging Masha for the Knockouts Championship. We then get a tribute for the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac himself, Sabu. TNA paid their respects. I paid my respect here on the channel by going over my favorite match of his of all time. So once again, rest in peace, Sabu. We then move on to the next match. Alright, you have Matt Hardy, and you got the youngest in charge, my nigga Leon Slater, yeah, get me, versus the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth and Nick Nemeth's brother. And I do believe Jeff can't travel to Canada for whatever reason, so that's why they had Leon sub in for Jeff here. Good match. Good tag team match. I enjoyed it, but it was predictable. Fast forward to the finish. Nick hits the super kick into the danger zone. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And still. TNA Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth and Nick Nemeth's brother. Right? We go backstage with Santino and Ariana Grace, and Ariana was disappointed in her performance. But Santino says, "You did good out there. Don't worry. You will get better and better within time." But that son of my gun put his finger on me. That's his assault. So I tell you what, I had enough. It's gonna be Santino Marella versus Robert Stone. He wants to put his hands on me when I got something for him via the Cobra. Let's move on to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
Right, another tag team match. You got King Kaz, Killer Kaz, aka Frankie Kazarian, teaming up with Mr. Whoop That Trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I like it. Oh yeah, man. Trick Williams going up against Elijah, aka Elias, aka Walk with Elijah, in the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I believe in Joe Hendry. Now for the main event, I figured that Cass and Trick were going to go over here because Trick ain't winning the TNA belt, but I might be wrong. Because we fast forward to the finish, we see Joe Hendry hitting the standing ovation to Cass. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry, Elijah go over. It saddens me to see Cass take the pin, but they had to protect Trick because Trick, could Trick win at Battleground this Sunday? Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I ain't gonna hold you. Right? I wouldn't mind Trick Williams being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, but I don't see Joe Hendry dropping that belt just yet. And that's it for Under Siege. Overall, I thought it was a decent pay-per-view. And now I want to hear from you guys. How you guys feel about Under Siege? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you thought it was completely mid? Your favorite match? Your worst match? Just your thoughts in general in the comment section. To those who go out their way and like and comment my videos, thank you so very much. To those who go out their way to dislike my videos, more power to you. As far as what's next, we have Saturday Night Heat coming up. This filler ass pay-per-view for Saturday, and I soon do the try to knock out the Daphne Dark Side of the Ring episode at some point this weekend. Then Sunday, Double or Nothing and Battleground. I have no time. I'll try to finish up NWA. I got 2 more episodes left still, so it just depends on how much time I have, you know what I mean? But stay tuned, I got you guys. Right, along with some other shit that I want to put out there, but a bunch of shit. A lot of shit, man. There's never any shortage of content, I can tell you that much. But for now, I wasted enough of your guys' time, especially those who watched the video in its entirety. Big ups to you. Alright, but with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect your and yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. Until next time, adios.